knew that Randy was my friend, then why did you respond to her? If you thought she was messing with you, why didn't you just respond with like, haha, like, you know?
But she was trying to message more and putting more pressure on me, sending a lot of messages. I find it like it's inappropriate, so that's why I blocked her.
So Jen has now obviously, you know, questioned Rishi about the messages between Rishi and her friend Randy. Rishi is claiming that the whole thing was a joke. He thought that Randy was pulling a joke on him, was putting his leg to wind him up. But it wasn't until the messages became inappropriate and quite pushy was when he decided to block her. Okay, cool. So let me just run this real quick. A friend, okay, let me get straight. Okay, so her friend, this is him, okay? Her friend messages him. At some point in that conversation, he decides to send her a post, a picture of him with his top off. But the whole time, he thinks that Randy is pulling a joke on him. And then at some point, the message then become inappropriate, so then he blocks her. This is the problem with his story. His story doesn't justify the picture being sent. Because at the end of the day, why would you send a picture to somebody else, to a female? It doesn't matter whether it's in your profile or not, but you've directly made sure that she has seen this picture of you, right? Which obviously is a picture that would, you arguably say, is in a sexual way, because it's him with his top off, modeling, and back when he was actually in shape as well, right? So as far as I'm concerned, to be honest with you, he's chatting absolute bullcrap. Because if that was the case, well then, why would you send a picture to her in the first place? You thought it was a joke. I mean, did you ask her to send you any pictures? Like, what is going on here? But to be honest, if Rishi can keep talking all he wants to talk, but when he talks about the message became inappropriate, so he decided to block her, no. He sent a picture of himself, then he realized who she was, and then he thought, oh shiz, I've made this whole conversation inappropriate. Let me quickly block her, so therefore it looks like I'm the one that has stopped her from messaging me rather than, you see what I'm saying? He's trying to flip the narrative. This guy can't fool me, but anyway, continue.
What will I say?
I'm having a really hard time trusting you right now.
You know, when it comes to Jen, she can talk about having a hard time trusting him, but to be honest with you, this man has done nothing but do things to make her not trust him, but yet she keeps coming back. So to be honest with you, she can talk about how she doesn't trust him, but it doesn't mean a single goddamn thing.
I can say like, you can just check my mobile so you can see.
Okay, yeah, get your phone.
It's inside.
Okay, go get it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this bit here, I was like, okay, man is bringing up the phone. He's playing the bluff. She decides to play him on his bluff. So the man gets the phone, but what does she find on the phone?
I'm calling his bluff to say, let me see your phone. But the problem is, when I look at his phone, everything's in Hindi.
This guy, he knew what he was doing. Huh? He was like, listen, well, my phone, to be fair, has already been cleared before you even arrived in the first place. But I know 100% you will not be able to read a single thing that is on my phone. He's a smart man for that one. But hey, what a crook. Just like a salesman. But we continue.
She asked for my mobile. I just showed her that you can see. She scrolled for a moment and she found nothing.
Look at that smug look. Look at the smug look. Look at that. Like a proud salesman. Yes, I've just sold my, I just sold a car for today. I just sold another life for today. Yes, and I got away with it. Ka-ching. Another win in my pocket. But to be fair though, this guy is always smiling, you know, and I find that very suspect. People that just smile over everything means that there's predominantly probably a lot of cracks that they're trying to hide, but then they hide it with a smile. Because the smile gives the look of, you're being dramatic. The smile gives the look of, oh, just behave. The smile gives the look at, it's not even that serious to me, so why should it be to you? Like, you know what I mean? It makes people feel a bit uneasy about their choices, about their, you know, their actions. So this guy right here, it's like when you go to buy a car, the man's always gonna, when you go anywhere to buy anything, they're always gonna smile at you. People that are earning a commission will always smile at you, right? Because the smiling is a positive reinforcement that can be very, very dangerous. So is it actually positive or is it manipulative? Is it meant to guilt trip you? Is it meant to make you doubt yourself? That's exactly what this man is always freaking doing. But we continue.
Nitesh yesterday, and he told me last night that the best date is 2 of August and 4 p.m.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This face here on Jen's face is priceless. So this is the moment that Rishi tells Jen that, hey, so I'm not going to tell my parents about you and who you really are until 4 p.m. on August 2nd. Oh man, it's crazy because you don't really know if she's actually fuming or if she's just had, or if she's just like, oh damn. And I only said it because obviously Jen has this conditioned issue with her eyes that pretty much, no, forget the eyes, because she's got so much freaking Botox and all that stuff going on her face. Trying to find emotions from her for her facially is a bit of a myth, isn't it? But that's her face all the time, sadly. So, but the matter of fact is though, I can only imagine underneath all that work, she is absolutely boiling right now. She is going red. She's fuming. But we continue.
That Rishi wants to wait another 2 months to tell his family about us after it's already been 3 years. And on top of that, I've been stressing about having this conversation with Rishi about the messages.
Life with Rishi, isn't it? It's nothing but happy, isn't it, Jen? I mean, you'd think for someone, not even at her age, someone with her alleged maturity wouldn't want to be putting up for all of this madness. 3 years, you know, 3 years. I mean, listen, if you wait 3 years now, then you might as well wait a little bit longer, right? You've wasted too much time to wanna turn back now, isn't it, Jen? This whole thing is a calamity to watch. Jen, you are embarrassing yourself.
And his excuses were total bull. If he knew that she was my friend, why wouldn't he just call her out on it or tell me about it?
Bingo, bingo! Why did he not tell you about it? Exactly what I said. Bingo, bingo. Come on, how do you miss out on that? Like, come on, man. Like, if you tell me something's a joke, well, then why didn't you tell me? If you felt like your friend was being inappropriate, then why didn't you say, hey, by the way, your friend messaged me. At first I thought it was a joke, but it was actually inappropriate, so I had to block your friend. I'm just letting you know because obviously if my friend was doing this to you, I'd want to know too. Common courtesy. What you want to do with your friend moving forward is entirely up to you, but I'm just letting you know what your friend was doing behind your back. Unless you knew, of course. Simple as 1, 2, 3. That is how you keep a healthy relationship, and that's how you keep yourself having healthy communication in a relationship. Without communication that is healthy, things won't always look great moving forward. But hey, we continue with this madness of shambolic nonsense.
The whole, I can't get over the sex thing. I mean, I'm a married woman and men have needs, and I just can't imagine. I mean, if he's not getting it from you, maybe it's getting somebody else. I'm just
Obviously, Jen and Rishi have not been intimate for about 3 years, isn't it? So obviously the friend is just bringing out the fair point about the fact that men have needs, and if he's not getting it from you, then where's he getting it from?
saying, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, Rishi was willing to meet up with me. He sent me a topless photo of himself. So
I know.
And that's okay?
No, I confronted him about it.
And what did he say?
Well, we all know what he said. He was wishy-washy about it. The whole shebang. He tried to flip the script on you. But either way, though, the conversation, the statement there is a good one. If your man is not actively trying to sex you up, especially after 3 years, does it mean that he is getting it elsewhere, or does it mean he just has great self-discipline? I mean, if you're Rishi, you're a model, and you're always getting DMs from women all the time, and you're clearly responding to them, and you're always out with women as well, something that was exposed by his female friend in the previous episode, yeah, I'd be surprised if my man wasn't really, you know, dipping his little sausage in other sauces, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we continue.
So, like, why did you block me?
Okay.
And you deleted all of our chat history, which is a little shady.
Oh yeah, 100%. That is shady. That is a red flag, and that looks hella suspicious.
So at that time, I was found like okay, I think this conversation is going in a different direction. So I just delete all this. So my block list is also long.
So your block list is when you feel something's inappropriate or not going the right way?
Yeah.
So how many times do you have conversations with women that end up becoming inappropriate? That's what I want to know. I mean, like, it's like a repetition. It's something that happens on a consistent basis. I mean, listen, the matter of fact is, though, I mean, if you know that's the case, then why do you even bother replying to people? Just that simple. Just ignore them. You have to always reply to people. No. Simple as that. But hey, man, some people will just keep digging themselves holes for the sake of it.
Okay. But do you message other girls on
No.
here? Okay.
But I get the messages from the girls.
You do get a lot of females messaging you?
Yeah. Still in the request.
Still in the request?
Yeah. Let me show you.
It's just interesting because he then says, no, he's got a whole huge block list. I mean, listen, for him to have a massive block list, that means obviously he's had a lot of conversations with a lot of females in the last 3 years. And when he hasn't gone the way he wanted to go, or he feels like he's going to be exposed, he blocks them. Simple as 1, 2, 3. I don't know, man. This whole blocking thing sounds a bit suspect. Usually you only block someone only if they have messaged you something and you have responded to them. Or if they message something really disgusting and then you block them to make sure that they don't ever message you again. Fair enough, that is a thing too. But in his line of profession, if you ask me, the blocking he's doing is probably due to some other madness, personally. But my man whips out his phone here, though.
It's all in request. So male and female.
You have such a unique and sexy look. I'm in London ATM at the moment. Oh.
He finds these things all hilarious, but obviously I see what he's doing. He's trying to save face. I see what he's doing.
Who was that?
Interesting.
But did you respond to that person?
No, I blocked them.
Well, if he had something to hide, he wouldn't have shown you that.
That's true.
The salesman always show you what he's selling. They will never show you the damage that's been done to the car. When a salesman when you go to buy something secondhand or buy a car or whatever, right? Secondhand, whatever, right? Used and approved. The salesperson's gonna show you all the good stuff, all the clean stuff, all the stuff that is magical to your eyes, like a kid seeing a candy and ignoring everything else. You're like, ooh. But in reality, underneath all of that, there's a lot of damage that's been done that is been hidden. I'm pretty sure a lot of people here, just like myself, have been sold a car or an item that on the outside looks amazing. They've sold the dream, and then you get it, you drive away, or you go away, whatever it is, and then a week later, a month later, all of a sudden, problems start happening out of nowhere. And then the salesman says, I have no idea what's going on with your car. Maybe it was something that you did. When you know there's nothing that you did. Just because he's presenting them something that is evidential, looks good, it doesn't mean it's legit. But yeah.
Do you see how that's a total lie?
They showed me all
I
three.
mean, I'm sorry, am I confused here?
He's shady.
The way she's enjoying that food. No, hey, this mofo, he's shady, but this food right here is good. God damn, I gotta stay in India, man. Food in India is way too good, man.
They have a 3-4 option at once, and they asked me, when I rejected once, they showed me a different option at the same time.
sorry.
And I...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be right back.
So the situation here is that Rishi has got to the point where he's now explaining that he has been presented with multiple wives to marry, but he's rejected them all. And Jen's asking, but when did this last happen though? And he's saying just before she arrived. Now I'm not too sure if it's just before she arrived in India the second time, or if it was before she arrived in India the first time. I'm pretty sure it's probably the first time. But either way though, he's obviously been making it. He's been making it come out as if like they've been looking, but they have found no one. But in reality, they have found wives for him that he has met, or wives they have found wives for him that he is obviously rejected. Whether he's met them or not isn't even relevant. It's the fact that he told her that they hadn't found no one thus far, and he's now revealing, oh yeah, they did find. They found about 3. They were there, yeah, but I rejected them all. I mean, end of the day, that's of course isn't going to sit right with any woman, because you're going to be like, why didn't you tell me the full truth? Why are you now telling me that you have been introduced? Just because you rejected them doesn't mean like, it doesn't make you clear of anything. It means that you wasn't telling me the full-on truth. You know Rishi. Rishi's always in this mindset where no matter what he does, he's always going to be like this. Salesman look. It's not that deep. No, you're being over dramatic. This guy here, man. Toxic man. Toxic. Don't you love the way he just sat back down though with the friends? I mean, should he have chased after her? I think yes. I think because, to be honest with you, they've had this conversation in front of 2 other people. She's obviously got up and run away. Or stormed out, shall I say. I think that he should have really followed her and have a conversation, because therefore the conversation could have been between them two, you know what I mean? Minus the Karen person, of course. But for him to sit down and let her go off and, you know, go on a tantrum, I don't know if that was the right move personally, but
He originally said he didn't know that his family's been looking for a bride for him until recently. Hello, you just found out they're looking for you, yet you rejected a variety of options for the last 2 years? Like...
The thing that is so tragic about this whole thing is that I have no sympathy. I don't even feel sorry for her because she's allowed this to happen. She's allowed this to happen, man. Like, yo, like, she should have been firm with him from the very get-go. She should have been like, nah, this ain't it, bro. She ain't said nothing to him. She's allowed him to behave this way. And now this is shooting her in the foot and now she's upset about it. What's the point of being upset about something that you could have, something that you could have potentially prevented? You know, she could have put her foot down way back about the whole situation, but no. But also at the same time, though, Rishi hasn't been obviously honest about it. So I guess sometimes it's hard to put your foot down when somebody wasn't telling you the full truth. Therefore, you know what? I understand. Still don't feel sorry for her though, because Jen is her own problem. Her friend said in this episode that this is not the first time Jen has gone through this. Jen, once upon a time, also used to travel to Jamaica to meet a man there that I don't know if she ended up marrying him, but there was a man in Jamaica that she was always with, and apparently he was horrible. But Jen wouldn't listen to no one. She kept going back. And pretty much what is happening now with Rishi, the same thing. The difference is obviously Rishi isn't horrible to her that way. But either way, though, she keeps allowing herself to be a doormat. At the end of the day, if you're going to keep doing that, well, you're going to keep getting hurt. And it is what it is at that point. And to be fair, let's not forget, though, Randy said to Jen that I didn't even bother telling you before you went to India purely because he wasn't going to listen to me anyway. Some people question Randy. People are like, are you sure she wasn't trying to be a modeling thing and the picture was innocent? I don't know why people were covering up for Rishi, to be honest with you, and going in at Randy. It made no sense to me. But at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the two friends, both of them now have said on separate occasions as well, Jen just doesn't listen. Her family say that she doesn't listen. Whenever her brother talks to her, he looks like he's just fed up. He's just like, what's the point? I speak, but you don't listen. Do you know what I mean? The whole fam's like that with her because they know what Jen's like. People that tried to actually defend Rishi by saying Randy was the bad person. Those people will be saying are just delusional as hell, man. Like, come on now.
I really don't understand Rishi's timeline of events, but it's clear to me that he's known about this the whole time. We can't go forward to a future if I find out he's lying about everything in the past.
Well, we all know that he's been lying this whole time. So what Jen is saying, but he's been lying this whole time, and you know he has. Anyway, I'm done with Jen, man. She's useless, to be honest with you, at this point. She's just jarring, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. End of the day, if you continue to act oblivious and you keep allowing the same excuses, the same result is going to keep happening, and that is the same result of being disappointed, being frustrated, and being annoyed. And that is on you, Jen. What's that? Anyway, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course, peace.